What's going on, guys? I'm your FiveM dev. Welcome to my first video on how to make a FiveM server. I'm going to go step by step on everything you need to do to get your server up and running on a local host machine. Next video we'll be going through port forwarding, and basically it's going to be a journey through the start to the end. From making the server, port forwarding, installing scripts, figuring out script errors, fixing script errors, extensions, plugins, basically the essentials of owning and running a FiveM server. Without further ado, let's begin. Step 1, you're going to need MySQL. This is for your database management. Now you're probably wondering, Code, what is a database? A database is a program or software that houses all your information, like metadata, clothing items, etc, stuff like that for your entire server. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to do it. So, but the link will be in the description below. You just go there, you click this, download it, run it, spam next and finish, boom, it's installed. Next, you're gonna need XAMPP or MariaDB. Personally, I hate XAMPP. XAMPP is horrible, is just nasty, sluggish. It is honestly not really for FiveM development. It's more for web hosting and web browsers, so I wouldn't recommend this. Instead, I'm gonna go with MariaDB. So you just hit download, scroll down, make sure your mirror download is set to the correct one. Click download, click save. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and open this up. Next, accept, next. Keep going through it. When you get to this page, just go ahead and untick that. Click next. Leave this all it is. Make sure your TCP port is this or 3307. I'd recommend just leaving all this as it is. Although I would increase your pool size for your buffer. We'll go into that more in a minute. Basically, is how much RAM you have. So you can, the way you figure that out is you open up your task manager, go to performance, memory, and I have 64 gigs. This is only set to 8 gigs. So that being said, since I have 64 gigs, let's increase this. Now, increasing the buffer pool is set to 8 gigs right now. Increasing it will help with performance. The general recommendation is to set the buffer pool size around 70 to 80% of available RAM. You need to consider other processing and apps, and it also uses memory. So use ChatGPT or Google this. I'm gonna set mine my buffer pool size from 8 gigs, let's set 45 gigs of RAM. So we're gonna go 45056. Pool size set 64 kilobytes. Then you hit next, click install, click yes. Okay, once this is installed, go ahead and hit finish, and that's it. You don't have to touch anything. Now what you want to do is go ahead and open up your MySQL. Yours won't look like mine. So go ahead and hit new. I'm just going to call it tutorial. Go ahead and hit open. As you see, one thing you want to keep in mind of is with MySQL, always make sure this is set correctly. So remember how in the installation of MariaDB, we set to 3306. This port needs to be the exact same. All this doesn't really matter. Just leave it as it is. And then go ahead and hit open. Boom, there you go. Bada beam, bada boom, your database is now open. Next thing to do is go ahead and make a new folder, call it FiveM, just for the purposes. Once you've done that, go ahead and go to Google and type in FX server Windows. You will come to here. So this is basically your server files to run it. Never click this, it's actually outdated, even though it says latest recommended. No, always go with this one here, the top one. Just click on it, click save, open it up. In here, we're gonna make a new folder. We're gonna call it server. Go ahead and in your WinRAR, go ahead and click Control A, drag, drop. Now you can go ahead and close this, open this up. You're gonna scroll until you find this, double click it, more info, run anyway. This will pop up, hit allow, then it should open up on your browser. Go ahead and hit link account, continue. Go ahead and fill in all this. So in order to get your Discord ID, what you need to do is go to Discord, click user settings, go to advanced, and enable developer mode. You're gonna need this on to get your Discord ID. Once that's turned on, click your profile and click copy user ID, and then you just paste it into here, click this and click register, and there you go. I will say this, you just hit next, we're going to call it tutorial. So here is where you will run the deploy. So we're going to hit popular recipes. You can either do CFX default, which is bare minimum, absolutely nothing, What we're going to do is click QB Core Framework. Click that. We're going to change this path, tutorial server, open this up, copy, paste that in there, get rid of these, replace these, hit save. Now we're going to go to this, and then we're going to leave this as it is. We're going to click next. You're going to have to go to your keymaster, click sign in. We're going to go to servers. I'm going to go to servers, but what you're going to do is you're going to go to new server, make a new one. I'm not a robot, click generate. I'm going to use one of my developer dev boxes for this. I'm going to click on it and click copy right here. Click this and just click this show hide database options advanced. Make sure this is the exact same as your database for it to connect. And we're just going to rename this to server DB. I'm going to click run recipe. Now once your recipe is run, go ahead and click next. Make sure all this is correct. Scroll down and click run server. And just wait for it to start. Once you see the CFX pop up, go ahead and minimize it. Minimize everything. Open up FiveM. Once FiveM is open, you'll see where it says connect to desktop your name on LAN. I'm not going to do that since I already have a server running called Your Life, discord.gg/yourliferp. This is my server. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and press F8. Then I'm going to type in connect local host and press enter. And there you go. You are now connecting. And as you can see, we loaded in successfully. Everything is working. In the next video, we're going to know on how to add scripts, MLOs, clothing, etc, etc. Without further ado, I'm Code, your FiveM developer, and I will see you in the next video.